I've become bitter with the academic research career. We're training students to get ever increasing amounts of education, but we don't let them know that their job prospects are actually very challenging when they get done, unless they go to the very top universities in the world. We are allowing instructors to teach a whole bunch of courses that they don't get paid well for, and then they get poor teaching evaluations because of their teaching efforts. We are allowing scientific research to progress in a way that the only thing that is interesting is theory and interesting counterintuitive insights. We don't question and think about what is actually going on behind the scenes, and that is not common practice to investigate what's actually going on behind the scenes of research and being open and honest about them. We're putting people into extremely competitive arenas where they have to fight for resources against other people. All of these things and many more are driving a whole host of people to be really anxious and nervous and not necessarily kind and generous. So for me, I am Professor Dave Maslach. I'm an associate professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship. Whenever I see the sort of confluence of all of these things, that it just does not seem right. There is no reason for all of this contention to actually happen. That's an opportunity to change the world. And that's an opportunity to get people to join a movement, to do something different, to actually believe in themselves, to be okay with whoever they are and wherever they go. If they decide to leave academia and go in to do something else, that should be completely fine. If they decide to go into a different arena or pursue different things that are curious, that are not the convention, that should be fine. We should be encouraging people to do things that are novel and interesting and then giving them support. So here's the thing that's happening, and this is why I think that there is some problems here. We are saying that everybody else should be like us as professors, as what we've done in the past. And we're not encouraging people to be their independent selves and being kind and generous and just being nice people. Why is it that we have to train people to view academia as a battleground, which it is, right? I'm not at all dismissing any of those things. It is a battleground, and there are a lot of things that happen along the way. But why can't we change the conversation? You know, there are movements that have happened in the past, right? There's lots of movements. There's been sort of the union movement. There's the sort of feminist movement. There's been all sorts of things that have actually had enormous influence. And I think the influence that we should have as part of the whole reciprocity project is just generalized kindness, just being nice, remembering that other people are people too. And all of those things that are going on in your head, all of those anxieties, all those feelings that you have that you're not good enough. The irony is absolutely everybody else feels the same way as you. You're looking around and you're seeing all of these impressive people. Have a conversation with them. When you have a conversation with them one-on-one, and there's none of this sort of status divide and all of this pretense and all of this garbage that happens in academic universities, if you remove all of those things and you have just a gentle conversation with them, you realize that, wait a minute, they're just as insecure, have all of the same problems that I actually have. I want you to remember that as you go about your day and as you do things, that there are a lot of people that project their anxieties, their difficulties in different ways. Some of us project it in terms of being more insecure. That's me. I like to get quiet and insecure and doubt myself and all of those kind of things. And so if you were to see me in public speaking and all of that nonsense, especially early on in my life, I would have been really insecure. This terrified me for years doing anything like this. It's terrifying for me. So I never did it. I was scared of doing it. Other people will go and when they become anxious, they get mean and angry and all of those emotions kind of fly up. And yeah, I get like that too. When people are nasty to me, man, I get bitter and I'll get out. But that bitterness, that pain that you feel, that's a driver to do really good things. That's a signal that you need to actually push ahead and do some real significant changes in this world. So that's where I want you to sort of view this. View the Reciprocity Project. By the way, if you want to actually help out and do something and you haven't done it yet, go onto the Reciprocity platform. The E is written with a 3. Actually put your email in there so that I can get a huge list. And once we get this huge list of all of these people that are on this thing, man, we could start doing some really cool things that are on there. Lots of people that are on the system means that to the outside world, to investors, to all of these people that actually are interested in making change, they're going to be like, hey, there's something going on here. We need to actually change this. And that's where I want you to go, is I want you to think about how can we change this in a positive way. Not only how can we change, the system is hard to change, right? Like that's going to be impossible to change immediately. And it's going to take decades, if not probably a century, to change it and to get people to believe that they can be kind and generous and nice, but also at the same time be firm and know that there is right and wrong and good things in this world. So that part is impossible to change. It is incredibly difficult, but we can change ourselves by remembering to smile, by remembering to do little things today, by remembering to be kind. If somebody asks for help, reach out and say, sure, I'll try to help you. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll try to help you, and I'll try to do that as quick as I possibly can. Guess what? Nobody else is going to do it. So why not you be the first person to actually do this and make this actual change in your life? And you know what? People are going to walk all over you. They will. They'll be selfish and all of these kind of things. That's what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. I've been there. You've been there. But do you want to seriously live your life being the person that did not care and just kept doing the things that did not change the world and became bitter and hurtful and have all of these negative emotions that you're carrying forward? I am there. I don't want you to be. I think you can change this if you start being part of the Reciprocity Project and you start actually investing in yourself and knowing that you are absolutely remarkable and you can change the world, change your world, not nobody else's, by having those little subtle changes that you start to believe in yourself, that you start smiling when you're going about your day. You do those little things every day, something magical happens. It does. It changes. Now, if you're unhappy, really unhappy with where you are, friggin' change it. Go do something. Go get a different job. Like, change this up. Who cares? Like, screw it. But know that it's going to take an awful lot of work as well. But I think you could do it if you have your mind dedicated to it. But I also think that you can do some amazing things if you kept doing what you're doing. The choice is yours. You just have to simply change how you view the world. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.